Hey everyone, happy 2024. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying healthy with all the junk that's going around. I wanted to take 2 or 3 quick minutes at the beginning of the new year just to share a market update, kind of what's going on right now as we head into a new year. As most of you probably know, last year was a very interesting year for local real estate. Interest rates were, going up to new levels we haven't seen in a while. Inflation, while it got better, was still not great. So monthly affordability was a bit of an issue. So I just want to share some data from the past couple of years just to help us lead into what we project is going to happen this year in our housing market. So I really want to focus on the last 6 months. So I'm kind of going from mid-year to where we are right now. So a couple of years ago in 2022, if you're looking at the third quarter of the year, so July through October essentially, in Collin County, there were around 4,000 homes sold, and the average price per square foot for those homes was around $226 per square foot, and those homes sat on the market for about 25 days. So if you fast forward to the third quarter of 2023, the total number of sales was very similar. It was still right around 4,000, just a shade under, but pretty close in terms of the sales volume, the number of homes that sold. The average price per square foot was actually a little bit lower this year at $222 per square foot instead of $226. So prices went down a little bit in general, and homes sat on the market for an average of 34 days before they contracted instead of the 25 days back in 2022. So based on that, about the same number of homes sold. Prices were pretty steady, maybe a little bit less in some areas, and the amount of time it took to sell a home went up by roughly about 10 days. So that was the third quarter. Now, if you go to the fourth quarter, in the last couple months of 2022 in Collin County, there were around 3,000 homes sold. And the average price per square foot was $216, and the average days on market was around 42 days. So then you come up to 2023, and the sales actually went up. There were 3,200 sales in Collin County as opposed to 3,000. The price per square foot of the homes that sold was $217 per square instead of $216 per square. So again, very similar, went up a little bit. And the average days on market was 44 days instead of 42 days. So again, very similar. So if 2023 looked worse during the third quarter, why did it look better during the fourth quarter? Well, it comes down to interest rates. Over the last quarter of 2023, as we were leading into the fourth quarter, rates were at 7.5, almost touching 8. And then in the fourth quarter, they started to tick down. The Fed stopped raising that rate. Things rebalanced a little bit, and buyers felt, okay, maybe it's time to go ahead and pull the trigger. And so my prediction is that if rates continue to stay where they are, maybe drop a little bit more, which most people are thinking is going to happen, that probably Q1 of 2024 is going to be pretty good. Time will obviously tell, but it certainly seems like buyer sentiment is picking up. More people are willing to put their home on the market, so there are more options out there. So people are out there buying a little bit more. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting start of the year, but I'm cautiously optimistic given the way the last quarter of the year went. So I hope that helps. If you and your family or friends, relatives, whoever need some help with real estate this year, we'd be absolutely honored to help. Just give us a shout, and hope you have a great 2024. Thanks.